Good morning, folks. Jewish Redneck Prepper back with you today. And I'd like to talk with you this morning about something that preppers and survivalists usually don't talk about on their channels, okay? I care about these places. I care because I'm a family man, okay? I'm careful when I use one of these facilities called a public restroom. And why is that? Because you never know the kind of people and the varmints that frequently visit these places. Now, if you look at this picture and look at it very closely, this is a picture of a very well-kept and clean restroom. A public restroom at that. As a matter of fact, this is kind of like part of a video on training a janitor step by step. And I'm kind of like borrowing the picture here from my video. So, what's my interest in public restrooms? Well, folks, there's plenty of places out there that try and do their best to keep a well-trained and maintained restrooms. Hourly, they have like places like Walmart, Kmart used to be one of the best of them. You know, your big chain stores try to keep their public restrooms as clean as they can. But you can't always keep these things because, like I said, of the kind of varmints that go in there and do it. Even though Walmart tries a good job, I've been into some Walmart restrooms where it looked like a cyclone look in it. You wouldn't believe what some of the people would put in the toilets. Folks, this video is made to try to make you aware of the dangers that can be in the public toilet. We're coming off now of a crisis of coronavirus, and you wouldn't believe the places here in a restroom that you could be subject yourself or your family to the coronavirus. Okay, a restroom is a very unhealthy atmosphere. See, back in my younger days when I was younger, and really not so long ago, I used to like to frequent bars. You wouldn't believe the varmints that you would sit at a bar with. Men and women alike that go to the restroom, and upon after doing their business, you just get up, leave without washing their hands, and come back to the bar to drink. Okay? The bartender would put out snacks on the bar, whether it's peanuts, popcorn, pretzels, and all the time you got these same people, along with some people that do wash their hands, that try to maintain clean. You got these nasty people that just got to relieving themselves in the restroom, sticking their hands in the pretzels, the peanuts, and the popcorn, same place where you were snacking. Now, the bartender always puts out these things with a little salty because they will always want to sell more liquor and alcohol, and they put out these little, you know, snacks to make you a little hungry and want you to drink more, okay? And the bartender and the owner never take into consideration the nasty people that go into the bars and do not wash their hands. Now, another thing to think about is when you go in there and these nasty people don't wash their hands, you're spreading the germs when you put their hands on door handles. Well, folks, whether the restroom is in a restaurant or your place of work, hospitals. Now, hospitals and nursing homes keep some of the cleanest restrooms there are. And the CNA and the janitors and the maids that work at these places, I give them a shout out. Okay, I really do. Okay, I try to prevent myself when I go to any restroom. Me, I don't want to take something home back to my family. Okay, so what do I do in a situation like that? Well, folks, if you look here, I always keep a bottle of hand sanitizer around here somewhere. And this is a bottle here that I just happen to keep with me at work. It doesn't matter how clean you keep a restroom. Restrooms are always going to have germs. Okay? Never use somebody else's paper towels that they leave down. Okay? If you're going to sit down on a toilet, don't sit down on the toilet seat itself. Squat when you use the restroom. Don't let your backside touch the surface of a toilet seat. Okay? Now, there are some companies out there that try to provide what they call toilet seat liner. And if you ever seen these or try to use one like I have in the past, these things are so flimsy and they tear so easy. A lot of times they don't work that well. Your butt still touches some part of the surface of the toilet seat. That's why when I have to do number 2 in any public restroom, no matter how clean or how filthy it is, sometimes nature's calls and you got to rush to get the restroom, especially after you drink coffee like I do and the effects that coffee have on me. I do not sit my butt on a toilet seat because I don't want to catch something from somebody. Throughout the day, I'm constantly washing my hands, whether I'm at church somewhere, any social function, work, around the house and everything. If I'm not washing my hand, I'm using some type of hand sanitizer. I am a clean and control freak when it comes. I do not, let me make my statement. I do not like to use public toilets, okay? It's just a phobia, okay? Like I said, no matter how clean or how dirty they are, I do not like using them, but you have some, most of the time you have no other choice. This video is made to caution you and get you to think, okay? Because the only one that can take care of yourself is you, okay? Other people just don't care. When they go in the restroom or urinate in a urinal every time, here's an example. One time I was in a steakhouse, a very popular steakhouse, okay? And this steakhouse was, you go in there and get your food. It was a buffet, okay? And I followed this guy out of the restroom. After I washed my hands, he put his hands on the toilet, okay? Thank God I had hand sanitizer with me. He didn't wash his hands after using the toilet. I followed him out of the restroom, okay? He put his hands on the door. Thank God I was able to put my foot and catch the door and stuff before it closed on me. I followed this guy to the buffet because I was behind him, and I seen him put his hands on the bread after not washing his hands. Folks, I was sick to my stomach. I went and got the manager and told him, and the manager was good enough to go in there and just dump out the bread. The manager couldn't apologize enough, but it wasn't the manager's fault. It wasn't the worker's fault, because restaurants have standards on how they have to keep clean for the benefit of its customers. But still, no matter what, you're going to have filthy, nasty varmints that frequently use and visit these public restrooms. So that's why I'm saying, as a prepper and survivalist, okay, prepare yourself before you ever use a public restroom. Because like I said, there's many nasty people out there that do not believe in washing their hands, and they go out there and they eat, and these nasty people are touching foods, handles at these buffets and such. Folks, my advisement, don't sit your butt on a public toilet, even with toilet liners. Because, folks, you may never know what you may bring home to a loved one. If you got to use one, squat, okay? Never touch their dirty towels. If you've got to use a handle, that last piece of paper towel you use, use it to open the door handle on a bathroom door. Well, folks, I ain't got much more to say about this and stuff. I hope this may be helpful to you. And be careful when you use a public toilet, because there's many dangers, okay, of germs in a public toilet. God bless. Enjoy the journey, and shalom.